So for Yajilin Yacht Trial 4, I actually remade this puzzle because I had a different puzzle for Trial 4 in mind. But then I realized that, it would be pretty nice if I could show some more all cells loop deductions because those can be really helpful in Yajilin. So I'm just going to start by marking all of the cells that are forced by these zeros, and then we'll draw on the freebie loop segments. Now, the intended solution path to this puzzle actually continues with these zeros. And we'll do it with cross marks to show that the loop does not pass through that gap. So let's say that the loop does not pass through this barrier. Well, then we would have to do this, and at this point we would have multiple loops. So with that done, we've now proven that this segment is used. We can use the same argument for this one, either by following it out or by doing something that I tend to call a parity bounce, because you can determine this by taking the entire region that I've outlined here, seeing that it has the same amount of cells of both checkerboard parity colors. So let's color 4 of them. So there would be 4 black cells and 4 white cells here. And because of this, there must be an equal amount of entrances and exits on each color. And you'll notice there's only one exit on a black cell. So we get this segment. And if we were to extend the pattern, like so, we would also get this segment in isolation. But we don't need to carry it any farther, and the checkerboard deduction is not really necessary for this puzzle, because you can reasonably see that if you don't take this segment, you close the loop prematurely. So with that done, you can then conclude the zeros portion of the puzzle. And there's one more tricky step, and it has to do with this one up clue. The shaded cell either goes here or here, and you can do an entry count deduction to prove that it can't be here. This is a bit of a subtler one in that we're still having 2 entrances to the right side, but there would then be no entrances to the bottom left available. Or I should say there's at most 1, and you can prove it's not taken. And once you get this cell being shaded, well, you can't prematurely connect out because these ends will connect up. So it has to dodge. You have to shade here by entry count. And the rest of the puzzle pretty much just falls into place from here. Don't close the loop. And then you can't put a shaded cell on either of these 2 spots. So it has to go through those cells on the left and thus finish the loop. So a bit of a trickier puzzle. The simple loop style deductions definitely threw some people off in the trials, and this was definitely a step up. And Trial 5, which we'll be seeing in a moment, is an even bigger step up for people. So, see you next time.